The story of Raghav, the wealth of knowledge. Once, in the small village of Shivpur, there lived a humble man named Raghav. Raghav was born into a family of poor farmers. His parents struggled to make ends meet, and as a young boy, he learned the value of hard work and perseverance. While other children in the village went to school, Raghav had to stay home and help his parents in the fields. The life of a farmer was tough, and education seemed like a distant dream. However, Raghav always had a deep yearning to learn. He often listened eagerly to the stories told by the village elders, who shared wisdom about life, the world, and ancient knowledge. Raghav's heart was filled with curiosity, and he began reading books that the village library offered, even though the books were old and tattered. Over time, he became known for his wisdom, his understanding of life, and his ability to solve problems. One day, the village headman, who was a wealthy merchant, came to visit Raghav. The headman had heard of Raghav's knowledge and wanted to see if the rumors were true. He brought along his son, who was well educated in the city, to challenge Raghav's wisdom. The headman said, "Raghav, I have heard that you have knowledge that surpasses even those who have studied in schools. But let me ask you this, without wealth, what are you? A poor man, like all the others in this village?" Raghav smiled and replied, "My lord, I may not possess riches, but I am not poor. My wealth lies in my knowledge. I am not destitute, for wisdom is far more valuable than gold or jewels. One destitute of wealth is not destitute, he is indeed rich, if he is learned, but the man devoid of learning is destitute in every way." The headman's son, who had been educated in the city, scoffed at Raghav's words. "What can you, a simple farmer, know that I do not? I have money, land, and fine education. I am far richer than you." Raghav calmly replied, "You may have wealth and formal education, but you are poor in one very important way: you lack wisdom. True wealth comes from knowledge and understanding, not from material possessions. While you may be able to buy things with your money, true wisdom cannot be bought. It must be earned through experience, learning, and reflection." To prove his point, Raghav asked the headman's son to solve a problem. He asked, "Imagine you are in the middle of a vast desert with no water, no food, and no shelter. What would you do?" The headman's son, after some thought, said, "I would use my wealth to hire people to bring me food and water." Raghav nodded. "But in the desert, there are no people and no markets to buy from. If you cannot adapt, what would you do then?" The headman's son faltered, realizing the limitations of his wealth. He had no answer. Raghav continued, "You see, in times of hardship, it is not wealth that saves you, it is wisdom, the ability to think, adapt, and find solutions. It is the learned man who knows how to survive, how to find solutions, and how to overcome difficulties." The headman was taken aback by Raghav's wisdom. He realized that while his son had worldly riches, he lacked the priceless treasure of knowledge that Raghav possessed. "You are right, Raghav," the headman admitted. "True wealth lies in the mind, not in material possessions. From today, I will ensure my son learns the importance of knowledge and wisdom." And so, the headman's son began to spend time with Raghav, learning from his vast experience and understanding of life. Over the years, Raghav's wisdom spread throughout the village, and he became a respected figure not only for his intellect but also for his humility. Raghav never became a rich man in the traditional sense, but he was always surrounded by people seeking his counsel, and his life was filled with the wealth of respect, admiration, and knowledge. Moral of the story: the true richness of a person lies not in material wealth but in their knowledge and wisdom. A man who is learned is never truly poor, for knowledge opens doors that wealth cannot. As Chanakya teaches, one destitute of wealth is not destitute, he is indeed rich, if he is learned, but the man devoid of learning is destitute in every way. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to give it a like, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe to the channel for more valuable content like this. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.